The audio quality in this episode of Little Big Podcast is shockingly below par and may be disturbing to some viewers. If your headphones, speakers, or domesticated cats sound terrible, more than likely they do not need to be replaced. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy this presentation of Little Big Podcast.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Big Podcast. This is episode 179.
Alright guys, welcome back. This week we are a little late again, but nonetheless we have some levels for you guys to check out, and we found some really awesome gems. So Let's go. First up we have Saving Daylight by TobsN08, one of my favorite creators from a long time ago. And an interesting point here, it's been a really long time since I've played Little Big Planet. I've just been busy with college and work and studies and everything else piled on top of each other, so I basically had no time for gaming for the past 6 months. So here's my dive back into Little Big Planet, and I'm shocked to see how many, non-platform levels there are now. Yeah. So that was kind of a bummer for me. I came back and I was like, wow, not very many at the time. And I understand, this game was a platform for games. That's great. I love seeing all these games. But I really missed that era of just platforming.
Yeah,
and so finding this level was a real, I was really happy to find this. So anyway, it was a classic, really awesome level. I love the style. Just lots of pluses about it, lots of great challenges. Daniel actually played through the level, so tell us some of the challenges you faced while doing that.
Pretty much the whole level. No, I'm just kidding. And Austin was shocked when I told him about the Attracto gel. He's like, whoa, that's a cool feature. Because, I walked on the ceiling, and he's like, wait, how did you do that? I'm like, it's the Attracto gel.
Yeah, see, I was hopeful for a feature like that all the way since they announced Ratchet & Clank DLC. I was thinking, alright, here we go, Magneto boots, here they come.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen then. So apparently it came out in the Muppets
kit.
Which I didn't know that there was that either. So anyway, I'm kind of behind on things. So if it sounds like I'm 6 months behind on things, that would be why, because I actually am 6 months behind.
Yeah, but really great level overall, and make sure you check that one out. We really enjoyed playing through that one. Next up we have Enchanted Emporium Exploration by Will WBA 1968. Now you may remember that we featured his level Larry's Library way back when. That was when LBP2 first came out.
Do you remember
and that was in the, what?
I do remember that one.
Yeah,
of course, that wasn't worth stopping over, that was just a passing by comment.
I didn't hear what you said. Anyway, so that was in the style of Larry da Vinci, and that was a really neat level. And then this one was in the style of Eve's Asylum, which was a really nice touch as well. Great level, great mechanics, and again, a platformer that we both enjoyed.
Now, another level, great platforming challenge, and one of those ones that just makes you want to rip the controller in half and walk away, is Spike World by Photosynthesis 1.
Yeah, and as the name would kind of suggest, it is a world of spikes, but we thought that maybe we could come up with some different names for this level, just to describe it a little bit better,
Spike World,
or World of Spikiness,
or Spikes Full of Worldliness,
or Worldliness Full of Spikiness,
or World of Painful Spikes,
or Spikes of Painful World.
Something like that. Anyway, this level had me dying a lot. I enjoy levels like this because they're challenging, and I think it's interesting you get on this little pattern. Where you're gonna go for a little while and you're like, okay, made it past 3 checkpoints without dying. And as soon as you say that, or as soon as you acknowledge that you've made it that far in your head, that is exactly when you die.
Yeah.
I have formulated that every time. I'm sure someone's already come up with this theory, but if not, I just want to go ahead and stamp my name on that theory. Because it's brutal. But the level was awesome, lots of interesting challenges. And it was full of spikes, like the name suggests.
Yeah,
so
but it was
if you're looking for a level full of spikes, this will not leave you disappointed.
Or if you're looking to buy a new controller, this won't leave you disappointed either.
It's a win-win for you and for Sony.
Yes. And that's it for levels. The links will be down in the description. But we are on to the news, and first up, we have a playthrough with Sakinema that we are going to be doing next week for the episode. We'll cover all the news and everything. But we need a lot of levels to play. Last time we did one of these, it lasted for an hour and a half. So we need lots of levels to cover that time span. So as long as you send in your level, more than likely, as long as we have time to get to it, we probably will get to it. So go ahead and send those in to littlebigpodcasters@gmail.com. If you leave them in the comments, we're not going to see them. If you send it to us on Twitter, more than likely we won't see them. But if you send them to our email with the subject line of level, then we will find them and we will kill them.
Awesome. Now, just as a little, I guess you could say, discretionary warning, a little disclaimer, just want to go ahead and say that one of our favorite things that we like to do, and we've only done one of these playthroughs televised, if you want to say that. Anyway, so one of our favorite things to do is just dive into Lucky Dip and go and pick like a random horrid level and just go play through it and be like, making fun of the entire thing. So, little disclaimer, if you happen to have created one of the levels that we lucky dip and make fun of, we are sorry ahead of time. We're just having fun with your really bad.
And we will smiley face and heart them.
Exactly, yeah, because they're great. But we just want to let you know that ahead of time. Your level may be picked if you're a really bad creator, which is okay because I'm one of those too. And if someone like running a show were to pick my awful level, I'd be like, wow, that's pretty cool. Like that's my level.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't take too much offense to that because I know that I'm a terrible creator. But if you're one of those people who thinks you're an awesome creator but your levels are actually really terrible, you may get offended. So just as an advanced warning. you may catch some flack from us, but we don't actually mean it because we don't know you.
Right.
Or something like that.
No, we really don't roast a level.
I'm sorry, we don't do that. That sounds really mean and black-hearted.
And we really do enjoy playing all kinds of levels. And if you want to make a really terrible level intentionally to send in for us to play,
that's a great idea.
That would be awesome. Like one of those Call of Duty Black Ops whatever things where it's just like a bunch of
don't make it so terrible
stuff.
that it's like as soon as you enter the level you're immediately dropped on the
don't do
scoreboard or
that.
something
Make
like that.
it
Like
that's hard.
We will make fun of you legitimately for that.
Yes, and we will blackmail you.
But honestly, that makes it sound like we're starting to hate the community.
I know.
We love you guys.
That's terrible.
I've been gone for 6 months, but my love is burned hotter than 1,000 burning suns for. LBP is great.
And on to the next thing. The LBP karting beta signups are now live. There will be a link in the description to both the EU and the USA versions.
I don't need to get into the beta because I've already played this game
whatever.
at E3. And let me just say, it was an amazing game. The controls were actually outstanding. A lot better than Mod Nation. Can I just say that? Because I thought Mod Nation's controls were really, really weird to get. And I realize it's a karting game, but I felt like it was really hard to kind of get a grasp of and really throw down some good driving. But I felt like Little Big Planet karting, even though it's still pretty much like alpha when I played it, was definitely amazing. Now the textures needed work and everything else that you could imagine in an alpha stage or pre-beta stage would needs work still. But it was a really great game.
But now the game is going to be entering into beta, and beta is basically where they just try to iron out all the bugs. And literally, you are going to be smashing bugs.
I guess we just assume that they know what beta is.
Should we?
Okay, so basically, for all you guys who are like me, 3 years ago, what is a beta? Okay, so a beta is basically where the developers release a game to a select group of people to play the mess out of, and then as soon as you find a bug, you report it to the developer so they can iron out all the kinks, so that by the time they put it out on a disc, it's all good to go.
Right, and it's not a demo, and it's not a final product. It is a work in progress, and it's to be treated like that. So if you see an error, don't be like, oh, I'm never buying this game because there was a bug in it. That's the point of a beta, and they select you for a reason, and that reason is to find those bugs, report those bugs so they can fix those bugs, and the game will be amazing. So if you get selected, make sure you do report all the bugs that you see to the forums, and that was a nice little thing.
Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what a beta is, all wrapped up. Oh, and for those of you who are in Europe, it's a beta. I believe. So anyway, for all of you guys who are wondering what all that is, there you go. There's your answer.
And speaking of the British accent kind of stuff, last time we did a playthrough with Sac Enema, there was a whole battle of cultures going on there, and it was hilarious. And they were doing Southern accents, we were doing British accents,
and we were all failing terribly.
It was great. So, and if you have any things that you want us to pick on while we play, send those in to our Twitter account. We probably will see those.
All sorts of stuff.
Stay on the air on Thursday. We're going to be probably tweeting the entire time we play through, asking for questions, topics, whatever. We have done Q&As live, and this will be a 180. Like usually on the zeros, we do something special. This is our special thing for the 180 episode.
It's making quite the turnaround.
Yeah.
So, in other news, there are apparently 9 new LBP costumes coming to the game. We don't know when, we don't know what they are, but apparently us.PlayStation blog put something out.
I think it was us.PlayStation blog, and then a little bit of hinting from the LBP Twitter account. I think that's where I saw it second. But, yeah, it's kind of interesting because 9 costumes, that would be a pretty full costume pack.
So is it 1 huge costume pack, or is it 3 small ones? Or maybe 9 individual ones that you can all buy?
I don't know. And the question arises, what group of people or things or etc. would have 9 different things? First thought that came to my mind was Avengers, but there already has been Marvel DLC that I think did have some of the Avengers in it.
Right, so that's kind of X'd off the board there.
Yeah, although we didn't get like Nick Fury and those other people that don't have movies. So maybe that's what it'll be, maybe not. If you have any ideas of something that would have 9 people in it, or 9 characters,
what about
costumes,
that movie
objects, things.
called 9?
No, that was like Sackboy in a movie.
I'm doing really bad with the jokes.
Yeah.
So apparently, besides Little Big Planet stuff and besides all this secrecy shrouding these new costumes, apparently we have some secrecy shrouding some of our own projects. Daniel, what's this all about?
Well, for the past couple of weeks, we've been teasing little snippets. Is that a word? Snippets?
You almost said snidbits.
Snippets. Yeah, snippets. We've been teasing little pieces of information by putting things on our wallpaper or putting things on our Twitter and Instagram feeds, different things like that. And we are proud to announce-ish, sort of, that there is a new show that we are going to be doing called Impulse, which will be coming in the near future. We're going to have some special people on there, which I'm really excited about. Talented people in all kinds of different fields. And Little Big Podcast is not coming to an end right away or anything, but we are going to be expanding our podcasting field to Impulse, which is on the screen behind me right now. And more info on what exactly that'll be in the upcoming weeks. And then we actually made a project this week that will be seen by up to millions of people. More info on that as well. I don't know that we can really talk about that yet.
Not too much, but you'll see it by the end of this week. And if you watch it and you're like, wow, that was a really good intro, you'll be like, wait a second. I know the people who made that intro, and no one else does.
Except for the people that know us other than you.
So anyway, if you happen to be watching some big podcast that has an intro, we may or may not have done the intro to that series.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's everything we're going to cover this week. Daniel, anything else?
No, I
Alright,
think so.
Cool. Well, my name's Austin. As I just called him, he is Daniel. And we will see you guys next time on episode 180, where we're going to be playing through Little Big Planet 2 with Sakinma. So don't forget, send in your levels that you want us to play. Make your really awful levels that you want us to play and make fun of, but not really make fun of because we love you guys.
Pseudo make fun of.
And have a great week.
Yeah. But you don't have to always believe what Austin says. But my name is Daniel. So that's it for this week. And we will see you guys next time. I like trains.
I'm not wearing that. Hey guys, thanks for joining us this week in Little Big Podcast. My name is Austin, this is Daniel, and I have no head.
And in 3, put your phone
Sorry.
down. How did so many people like that so fast?
They didn't. My Instagram notifications just build up over like 18 hours before I finally go and clear them.
Alright,
Do your Instagram notifications actually buzz?
No, they don't. Okay. Hey guys, and welcome to Little Big Podcast. This is episode 180, I think.
You haven't gotten any more polish since I've been gone. You know, I kind of like how we have this wide angle lens and it's still so wide angles. When I reach out, it's more 3D. Little Big Podcast in 3D.
Dude, we should do that next week. We could put both the lenses to 24.
And we could get one of those ping pong paddles and be like, one of those classic 3D.
Yeah, it'd be like, we need you to send in levels.
Okay.
Introduce it. Alright, now welcome us back from the intro.
Yes, of course.
That was only supposed to last 3 seconds.
Sorry.
When I shoot this by myself, I don't even have to cut there, because I just
Because you don't have anyone to talk to. It's okay, come on, it's okay. Okay, well, I think that pretty much covers everything we were going to talk about this week. I know we went a little long, but I was a little hyper, and I got extra long amounts of sleep the past few days, so I'm feeling pretty good. Anyway, so I think that's all that we have for you guys this week. My name's Austin.
My name's Daniel.
And we will see you guys in episode 180 coming at the end of this week, where we're going to be turning around everything. That joke didn't work the first time. We're going to be doing an amazing episode with Sakinma. We're going to be playing through Little Big Planet, just having some fun, talking to some Brits. So I think we'll have a fun time. They are from...
Restart this, dude. That was so horrible.
Okay.
You're editing this. You're editing.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Alright, here we go. Alright, guys, well, I think that. Stink, we're not doing this.
I'm just thinking,
Don't touch that. Alright, here we go. Alright, guys, that's it for this week.
Alright, guys.
Alright, guys. Alright, here we go.
I don't know.
I just spit. Okay.
Just spit right there.
Sorry.
Wipe it off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, it's gone.